Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we have potentially some exciting stuff happening tomorrow. There's going to be some sort of update, and we have a lot of details we have to kind of break down with just one tweet here today. But because tomorrow's Thursday, I had to make a video on this one, man. So do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this video here today, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you guys watch the podcast, or listen to the podcast, I should say, that was uploaded yesterday, then you know it's extremely hot in my house, or at least it was. I went out and got a portable AC unit, and you're going to be hearing that in the background just a little bit. You might not even have noticed it until I just pointed it out, but it is there. It's going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but if you're a regular watcher, viewer, and subscriber here on the channel, you will get used to it very quickly. None of the value is being taken away from any of the information I'm trying to give you guys, just a slightly worse audio experience until it does cool off a little bit, so I do apologize for that, but at least I'm not dying now. It's not 98 degrees in this room anymore. If you don't believe me that it was that hot, check my Twitter. Let's hop into this one, man. We have the Tarkov Twitter account tweet out this. Tomorrow, June 2nd at 3 a.m., that's going to be Eastern time, we are planning to install a technical update. The installation will take approximately 2 hours, but might be extended if required. Game will not be accessible during this time. Let's talk about this, man. There's a lot of things we can break down just from one tweet. The first thing is it being at 12 p.m. Now, you're going to think, why the fuck does it matter if it's at 12 p.m., Acez? Well, here's why. This means this was a scheduled tweet. Typically, if there's going to be some sort of small technical update that has really no significance or any value, they're just going to type it out, they're going to tweet it at any random time, get it done within 15, 20 minutes, and then we're going to be back to playing the game. Sometimes the game doesn't even go down, and then some raids will be, shortened to 10-minute raid time or stuff like that. This one is a full-on update, a full-on technical update. And it's going to be 2 hours long. If you guys don't know, at least now it's taken a little bit longer with some of the more recent wipes. Sometimes we have a 4-hour set period, and then we will go ahead and extend that to 5 to 6 hours. I think the longest has ever been about 7, 8 hours-ish. But when it comes to a normal wipe planning time, we are looking at about 4 hours. This is half of that. So what does that mean to me personally? What do I get from that right away? Well, if I would see that, I would think, okay, game's not going to wipe. That's number one. We don't really have a pre-wipe event, so that kind of coincides with each other. We don't have pre-wipe event right now, and I don't think the game's going to wipe. And I've kind of been on that I want the game to wipe, but I've been really on the fence if I actually think it's going to with just a small Lighthouse expansion. Now, don't get me wrong. We have a ton of new content being introduced in the game. We did have a slight economy wipe with that 1.5 trillion event, but it being 2 hours long definitely suggests there's going to be content added to the game, and the thing that backs that up is the game not being accessible at all. You can't play the game. It's going to be down for 2 hours. You typically don't see Battle State games do this unless they are adding content, they are preparing for a wipe, or there's a really, really significant change that needs to be made in the infrastructure of Escape from Tarkov somewhere that requires the game to be completely down. Obviously, you want your game up at all times, and bringing it down for 2 hours is a significant amount of time in the grand scheme of things for player retention for that specific day. So, what can I take away from this? Well, this update is happening tomorrow, and tomorrow's a Thursday. Thursday. That's really all that matters, right? Well, I don't think it's going to be a wipe, but I do think tomorrow might be the day we see potentially some new weapons, maybe an expansion or two, maybe a little Streets preview. I don't know. But there are a lot of game conventions and a whole bunch of shit happening this month that potentially some stuff could be showed off on. So maybe this is the preparation to what is coming very, very soon. And it also is possible maybe they're adding some of these items to the game files, which of course data miners will find and we will hear of within the next couple of days. But it is potentially just, getting ready for what's coming. So I like to put all the cards on the table, give you all the options that could be happening, and bring you the information, and you take with it, what you want. You can take away certain bits of it. You can take away the entire video here today of what I spoke. A lot of it is my opinion and my speculation, but I've been doing this thing a long time and playing Tarkov, going on 3 years now. And, I've seen it. I've seen it all. I've seen the kid and all this trickery. And, he's been tweeting a lot of stuff. I saw a Benelli. I saw an M32. I saw a Nice Guy getting his own streamer item, which is fucking lit because, actually, you know what? We'll save that for another video. I guess I'll save it for the next podcast. Nice Guy getting his streamer item or his in-game item is very, very good for the overall Tarkov space community. We'll talk about that in TTP episode 3, so make sure you guys are looking out for that on the channel. That's going to be it for today, though. You know, potentially a lot of stuff coming tomorrow, or just preparing for it, and then potentially later this month, a ton of new stuff. Leave that like, subscribe, sponsor, and equipment description below. It's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm out.